All right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 229. Now, last week I said that I was going to do this one more time. Break out the green, take it to the ice, because the Ducks going at it again, boy. D3, the Mighty Ducks, 1996. U.S. Affairs, Jeffrey Norling, Heidi Kling, Josh Ackland. I tell you, man, this movie, it's not the best of the series. The series, not trilogy, but the series. Not the best of the series. But yeah, still pretty good though. Still pretty good, this movie, it's rather different. I gotta tell you that. This movie is different. I mean, you go from Bombay, you go from Coach Bombay to this new coach, Ted O'Brien. And, this guy, yeah. What a real hard ass he is, I tell you. Yeah, Bombay, he taught the kids how to fly, but he did it in a fun way. Orion, he taught these kids how to work, okay? He taught them how to work. He taught them how to use real will. And he taught them that you got to get through, not only on the ice, but you got to get through life through confidence. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure many people will say that Orion is the real coach here. Orion, yeah, he was a real coach. Well, yeah, he had a different way in teaching the kids. He had the kids, they're growing up. They're not peewee no more. They're not children no more. They're into high school now. They're now, they're not adolescents. They're teenagers now. So teenagers is adolescence. It's their gateway into adulthood, and this is that's high school for you. It's the gateway to adulthood. You know, yeah. The reason why Gordon Bombay did not come back as their coach is because the Junior Goodwill games, they gave him a huge job offer. He couldn't pass this up, so he had to take the job, which means he could not coach the Ducks anymore. And yeah, Charlie, he took that hard. He took that very hard. You know, he felt that Bombay has abandoned him. Abandoned the team. So yeah, he had a little bit of resentment towards Bombay. But hey, once he met Orion, though, boy, he did not like him from the jump. Yeah, mouthing off at him, giving him some lip, mouthing off at him, showing a little bit of defiance because he's not used to this particular. He's not used to it at all. He's not used to it. So they kind of sort of butted heads, but then Orion, he knows about Charlie's potential, but you know, but he just didn't. Things did not click right away. But later on, after Charlie quit the team, a lot has happened. Hans from the first movie, he comes back here. Charlie, he and Hans, they had a couple of conversations. The last conversation they had, Charlie, he was just, he had that anger, and he and Hans did not have an argument, nothing like that. But the last time he spoke to Hans, it was just not, you know, Charlie was just not having it. But yeah, the last time they spoke was the last time they spoke because Hans had passed away in this film. So at the funeral, Bombay shows up, present Hans his jersey on the casket, and gave the Ducks this message. Yeah, every time they touch the ice, they'll know that it was Hans that taught them how to fly. And yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, that funeral scene, even though it was short, it was very, very emotional. Seeing seeing one of your own, just go away. It will hit you. It will hit you. Yeah, Hans, he was the mainstay. He was one of the original cast. And his character goes away for story-wise purposes, obviously. You know, he will sting the viewer quite a bit. So yeah, Bombay, he decided to spend a little bit of time with Charlie, talk to him about Orion. And he let him know that when he told Orion about him taking over for the team. Yeah, he told him that, it was Charlie, that he was the real Minnesota Miracle Man. And he told both of them that they could learn a lot from each other. So yeah, Charlie was the heart of the team, and he's the one. Yeah, he was the original. He was the real Minnesota Miracle Man. He was the heart of the team. So yeah, Gordon. He told Charlie the same thing. It's the same thing Hans told him to be that man. So yeah, Charlie decided to come back to the team. He decided to play two-way hockey. He went to play two-way hockey. You know, yeah, offense and defense. It's time to learn from each other. So yeah, I tell you, man. Once the once the showdown between the Ducks and the varsity team, because yeah, I'm going all over the place here, but yeah, from the beginning, it was you know the Ducks, they after winning the gold medal at the Junior Goodwill Games, they come they they come back to Minnesota and they attend this prestigious prep school called Eden Hall Academy. The same school that Gordon once attended. So yeah, with the Ducks coming to this school, on full scholarship as the junior varsity hockey team. It's the varsity team that pretty much resented these kids from coming into this school. So yeah, they made it hard on them. They made it hard on them. I mean, yeah. When they had their first game, the varsity, you know, They took all their clothes, put it in the shower, had it soaked for a while for the whole time they were out there playing on the ice. Yeah, the varsity, pulled that prank on them, soaked their clothes in the shower. But then, Ducks retaliated. You know, they took this liquid nitrogen from science department, and they hit the entire locker room. Yeah, they froze their varsity jackets. So varsity, they came back at them with an invitation to dinner, a steak and lobster dinner. You know, so yeah, the invitation for a steak and lobster dinner. So yeah, they all had dinner with each other, and they pretty much picked up the whole dine and dash thing because it was the Ducks that had to pay the hefty check of $854. Hey, steak and lobster, that's expensive food right there. A hell of a restaurant you have to dress your Sunday best in, and then and then yeah, you got a team of hockey players, two teams at the this table setting. Yeah, $854 sounds about right. Yeah, thanks for dinner, losers. It was written on the cake presented to them. So yeah, the Ducks, yeah, they retaliated right back. They hit them with a real good response. They took something else from the science room. Yeah, these worker fire ants. Yeah, ant this huge ant farm. Yeah, they collected all these worker fire ants through a vacuum. Yeah, so they released the ants into the varsity dorms. Yeah, they woke up itching and scratching. Yeah, so Ducks laid down the challenge. They could take them on anytime, anywhere. Yeah, varsity let them know tomorrow at dawn. So yeah, an early morning, an early morning unsanctioned hockey match went on here, and yeah, the varsity showed them. They showed them why they are the multi-state champs. You know, banners hanging all over the arena. Each year, state champs, varsity. Yeah, they showed them why they are the top dogs in that school. Yeah, yeah. Before the game got completely out of hand, Orion he comes in, he breaks it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congratulations, congratulations. You just gave up every single mental edge that you had against the varsity. They now know that they own you. And strip off those duck jerseys. Yeah, he made them take the jerseys off. Yeah, that's when Charlie, he just couldn't hack it no more. Broke up the best thing that ever happened to them. Yeah, he just quit the team right then and there. And Fulton, he went with him. But yeah, Fulton, he didn't stay away long enough. You know, when the Ducks were starting to improve their game a bit and starting to improve their knowledge a bit, you know, on the ice and off the ice, it was Fulton and Charlie that was hanging out at the amusement park, going on rides, eating everything. And yeah, 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 they know, yeah, they can't do this forever. And Fulton, he know they can't do this forever. So yeah, he made the decision that he's going to go back. He's going to go back to school. He's going to go back to the team. Charlie, on the other hand, this anger he got inside of him, he pretty much alienated himself from his mom, from the team, from Hans, and that was when he had the last conversation with Hans, and then Gordon he comes in, he let he comes in, he told Charlie about Orion, he gave him his backstory, and then he let him know that he was the heart of the team, he was the real Middle America man. So Charlie he comes back, he wants to play two-way hockey, he wants to be back on the team. Now that he has an understanding of Orion, So they started to train, they started to practice for the JV Varsity Showdown that happens every year. And this year, this JV team is going to go up against the varsity team for real this time. And the way that they play, they vote to surround that varsity team. They pick up every single loose piece of trash. So that's exactly what the JV gotta do. They gotta pick up the trash. So when they show that they can, that they can hang, that's when Orion he gave them back their colors. They're not skating like warriors. They're like something else. They're like ducks. Gave them back their jerseys, man. The JV Varsity Showdown. This is what we built up to. The entire movie built up to this. And even though the varsity team, they are a bunch of badasses. They showed that they are top dog. Why they top dogs? It was a JV team they hung with them. They stuck with them throughout the entire game. They kept the score 0-0 throughout the entire game. But it's the varsity, man. They're still throwing cheap shots and everything else. It's going to take a miracle for them to hold on. And that's when Dean Portman shows up. He was the only one. Well, Jesse Hall wasn't there either. And here's the thing. I would like to know how Jesse would have interacted with the varsity team. I would like to know how he would have interacted with them. Because the varsity was giving the Ducks hell throughout the whole movie. But I would like to see how Jesse would have reacted to him. That would have been very interesting. But Brandon Adams, he was not in this movie, so Jesse Hall was not a part of this whole experience. Maybe he moved away. But anyway, Dean Portman shows up. He had the scholarship, the contract laying around at home. Lawyer thought he should sign. He did. It's official, boy. He's back. So man. Dean Portman. He shows up in the third period. Gave the Ducks some renewed vigor. Because the Bash Brothers, they're back. And Portman, Fulton Reeves. So the varsity's enforcer, played by the guy that played Abraham in The Walking Dead, even though, clean shaven, he's young, but he still got that high top hairstyle, but it was blonde. In this movie, he got the blonde high top hairstyle, even though Abraham was redhead in on the show. It's the same guy though. He's the enforcer he played the enforcer of the varsity team. Yeah, Dean Portman shows up and he gets acquainted with him real quick, you know. Hey, let's see what you got, Bash brother. And here goes here's Portman with that laugh, boy. Yeah, so yeah, that the varsity enforcer. He comes at Portman. Portman hits him with a back body drop, you know, takes him up in the air, and he just crashed right through the glass, boy. Crashed right through the glass onto the crowd. Oh man. Now that's taking out the trash. Hey man, we're just getting warmed up. Yeah, so yeah, the Bash Brothers, they coming in there and they are beating everybody. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a hell of a game though. Hell of a game. Yeah, the Ducks was picking up every single piece of loose trash and on that ice. They hung with varsity. You know, and yeah, we thought Charlie. You know, he was going to get the out there. He was going to do the score. The time is winding down. The score is still 0-0, but we need a winner in this showdown. Charlie was going to we thought he was going to score the winning point, but he passes it back to Goldberg. Yeah, because Orion switched up a lot of positions, and Goldberg was a defenseman. He was not a goalie in this one. He was backup goalie. Julie the Cat was the starting goalie. So yeah, Charlie, he passes the puck back to Goldberg. Yeah, the net is open. A couple of varsity members is coming at him. And Goldberg, yeah, so he shot the puck in the net, scored the winning goal for the team, for the Eaton Hall Ducks. He scored the winning goal for the team. Yeah. Goldberg, I knew you can do it, buddy. I knew you can do it. Don't ever do that to me again. Goldberg, you scored. Oh, man. What a hell of a game. What a hell of a game. Yeah, Bombay. He was sitting in the stands the whole time. You know, yeah. Charlie turns around. He sees Bombay sitting there. Yeah, he's smiling, giving his nod of approval. This is pretty much the passing the torch, the changing of the guard. Change of the guard. Yeah, this is the whole thing with the change of the guard. Yeah, Bombay present one little present to the team. Yeah, the banner drops down. And yeah, it's a new symbol. It's a new symbol of the duck. Yeah, the Eden Hall Ducks. As long as they're in that school, under scholarship, of course, but as long as they're in that school, playing for the for that school, yeah, they will always be the Ducks. Always be the Ducks. So yeah, man, I tell you, yeah, even though this movie is not quite like the other two, still a decent movie to watch. Yeah, I give this movie 4. I give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah, yeah. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Now, next week, man. Next week. Dead or Alive, you're coming with me. Yeah, man, we coming back twice. Second time around. Yeah, this this second time around. You know, he's coming back, gonna take on this drug dealing gang, and this huge hulking robot fueled by the drug that is going through the streets. Well, anyway, yeah, check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is off.